Hey guys, and welcome back to Mad About Skin. In today's video, we are talking one of my favourite brands on skincare planet Earth, The Ordinary. And boy, do I have a lot to update you on in today's video. First up, we've had a leak of 5 new products that are going to be hitting the shelves from The Ordinary in 2023. And I'm going to break that apart for you, share with you my thoughts, feelings and opinions when it comes to those future product launches. They've also announced that some of their products are going to be discontinued, so of course we're going to cover all of that off. And there are some rumours around price changes and increases that I want to fill you in on that too. So sit back, relax, let's talk everything The Ordinary. Now, before we get into this video, I would of course love to know your thoughts, feelings and opinions on anything mentioned in today's video, particularly those new product launches. Are you super excited to get your hands on them, or are you feeling a bit meh towards any future releases? Let me know in the comments section below. I want to get this message out there loud and clear, and the best way of helping me to do that is by reaching down and giving this video a thumbs up and a like. I always strive to give you the most current and up-to-date skincare information, and the best way of supporting me as a content creator in doing that is by giving the video a like, because of course the more likes the video gets, the more widely YouTube will distribute it on its platform. So it's just a wonderful way of making sure as many people as possible hear of our wonderful Mad About Skin family. Now, I've got a lot to say in today's video, so let's just cut that waffle and delve straight on in. With us covering so much content in one video, I've left the usual timestamps in the description box below. So if you're more interested in one section of the video over another, use those timestamps to navigate your way through. They're there for your convenience. Let's kick things off with discontinued products. So it's kind of been one of the worst kept secrets in the skincare world that The Ordinary were going to be phasing out their concealers and foundations. Now, I don't think this is going to upset a whole lot of people, because whilst they did have their cult followers and devotees, most people, I think, tried The Ordinary foundations when they first launched and felt, there's just better alternatives on the market. It's also really difficult with a mainly online brand to actually shade match and get the right one for you in terms of finish and a colour that's compatible with your individual skin tone. So I think a lot of people, tried and experimented, myself included, but didn't really go back to purchasing these products. With their sales on the slide, it's been rumoured for quite some time that The Ordinary will be discontinuing their, what they used to call their colours, collection, foundations and concealers, and this is now something that has been confirmed by a number of employees of the Deciem corporation. Whilst I think this is a shame, if you love the foundations and concealers, you'll obviously be disappointed by this news, but I think for a lot of people, they'll be a bit towards this, because whilst I say people did try them out, I think sales have been on the slide for some time, and I don't know many people out there that do actually reach for the concealers and the foundations from The Ordinary in a meaningful way. Some of the textures and finishes were just a little bit off. The colours, I didn't necessarily translate well, so it was difficult to know and match one to your exact skin tone, and there were just better options on the market. However, that's just my thoughts, feelings and opinions, and of course, if you absolutely love their foundations and concealers, let me know by sounding off in the comments section below. That's the only products that they've confirmed as discontinued. I have my suspicions that some of the other products that have been out of stock for forever will be discontinued in the future, and I covered that in a separate video, which I'm going to leave a link to up there. However, they're yet to be confirmed, but we kind of now have the open secret that is the discontinuation of The Ordinary Colours collection. Now, I mentioned price changes earlier, which usually gets everyone going, no, because usually the direction of travel when it comes to pricing only goes one way. Well, a couple of employees of The Ordinary and Deciem in general have kind of leaked some information around this to say in January there is likely to be another suite of price increases. This comes roughly a year after The Ordinary increased the price of their entire collection, and prior to that price increase, I don't think there'd be one for 4 or 5 years. So The Ordinary aren't a brand that constantly increase their pricing for the sake of it, and there is a lot of inflationary pressure in the world right now. So I'm not surprised they're taking this move, but of course it is disappointing, because with all of us feeling the cost of living pressures at the moment, when anything goes up in price, especially if it's one of our favourites, I think we feel a bit disappointed. What's interesting is the rumour is that some of the products will actually be going down in price as well. Now, I know how these things work with brands. The majority will be increasing in price, but there might be some price adjustments downwards for products where the raw ingredients and materials might have decreased in price over the last 12 months. I think the proof of the pudding on that one will be when we see the price changes actually revealed and confirmed. But I think if The Ordinary do go down this route of reducing some of the prices where they can, alongside increasing others, I think that'll definitely show good intent, because I always hate the fact that brands are always quick to increase the prices when, things cost them more. But when they get a saving, they very rarely pass it on to the consumer. So I'm totally open-minded with this, and I genuinely hope that The Ordinary buck the trend and do kind of take this approach. The reason I wanted to mention this in today's video is January is quite close and round the corner, and whilst nothing is set in stone and confirmed, now would be a great time to shop some of your favourites because they have the 23% off sale. I've linked all of that in the description box below if you want to explore it more, but if you have some like holy grail non-negotiable products from The Ordinary and you want to avoid having to pay more next year, now is definitely the time to stock up. I kind of took a look at some of my personal favourites and I put a few extra on order because the expiry dates you get on The Ordinary products are usually really good, so you can buy a couple to kind of see you through the most of 2023, and that's definitely something that I did, just to, be mindful of my budget and make sure I'm not overpaying when I don't need to. So now let's delve into the section of the video that I think you're all secretly here for, which is the new product launches for 2023. Now I'm going to issue a bit of a spoiler declaration here. If you want to keep the excitement going and you don't want to know what's in the pipeline, duck out of the video now. Because actually these spoilers do come from a very reputable source, from some ex-employees of Deciem that left the business, left their contract, and took to the web to share what future launches we can expect. I've got some mixed feelings on them, so I'm going to pick it apart one product at a time. I think the first new product to launch very early on in 2023 is going to be their glucoside cleanser. So Deciem have already confirmed that they're working on a new cleanser and it's going to launch in January or February of 2023. So this one I think is nailed on and I'm very much looking forward to it. Glucosides are fantastic surfactants. They're going to deeply cleanse the skin, but they're also proven to be quite hydrating and nourishing at the same time. So if you're someone that likes a foaming cleanser but wants one that doesn't strip and dry, I think this is going to be a really great option. Of course, we need to see what other ingredients it's formulated alongside, but I think glucosides are really good cleansing agents, particularly if you've got oily or combination oily skin. You want a really nice rich lather to your cleanser but you don't want it to strip and dry. I think this one could really deliver. It kind of makes sense as well because they have the Ordinary Squalane cleanser in their current collection, which is like an oil-based gel kind of texture on the skin. That's not going to work for everyone, and I think giving the consumer choice between a more foaming cleanser and a traditional oil or cream cleanser is really nice, because I'm all in favour of consumer choice and we can choose the one that matches what we want to get out of our cleanser on that day. I'll probably reach for this the second that it's launched because I think this is going to sing to my particular skin type, which tends to be on the oilier side, definitely prone to a little dryness if I choose the wrong cleanser. This, if it's formulated well, could be amazing, and fingers crossed it's going to have a very similar price profile to the Ordinary Squalane cleanser, which is one of the most affordable on the market. Now they're going to do two new updates to their natural moisturising factors plus hyaluronic acid. So natural moisturising factors is a moisturiser which I'd say is very simplistic, but it does kind of deliver. It does what you'd expect it to do. It hydrates the skin, it kind of prevents some transepidermal water loss by having a little amount of occlusivity to it, which I personally enjoy, and I think it's a great moisturiser that will suit almost all skin types. However, I think it's one of those products that delivers for everyone, but there are always going to be better alternatives out there. So The Ordinary are going to be launching two new variants of this. The first one is going to be with beta-glucan. This is the one that I think interests me the most because beta-glucans are fantastic at calming, soothing, but also deeply hydrating the skin. So I definitely think this is going to take the moisturising factors from the original moisturiser like up a notch, which is definitely going to be preferable. One of my favourite beta-glucan moisturisers is this. This is the iUnique Beta-Glucan Daily Moisture Cream. It's wonderful, deeply nourishing and hydrating, calming and soothing, and I think more elevated in terms of the outcomes you get than a standard moisturiser. So this one I'm very excited about, and hopefully it comes with a very similar price point to the current moisturiser from The Ordinary, because that would offer beta-glucan at a really affordable price, which means I'd definitely be recommending it to a whole suite of people. They're also going to do a version which is the Natural Moisturising Factors Rich, which is designed to be a richer, more occlusive version of their current moisturiser. This doesn't appeal to me as much, if I'm totally honest, because it's not going to be applicable to my individual skin type, and I think if you have a very dryness-prone skin, there are just some better, richer, thicker and more occlusive moisturisers on the market. So this, I think, risks confusing the whole matter. If you go on the Ordinary website, they're going to have three moisturisers that are all going to be in very similar packaging, offering very similar things with very similar names, and so it could get a little bit confusing. I personally think this is the one that they don't really need. Stick to the beta-glucan one, which is kind of like an elevated level of hydration, and the traditional natural moisturising factors for people that just want a simplistic but effective hydrator. This, I think, could add to a little bit of confusion. The other two products that they're launching, first up is a multi-peptide eye serum. This, I'm all ears for. I love some peptide action in my skincare routine. They're one of the best ingredients that I would never be without, and I captured some of the reasons why in a video which I'll link up there. So peptides have some anti-aging benefits, they hydrate the skin, they can help tackle any discoloration. They're just a really nice ingredient to incorporate. Now, the Hylamide brand, which was also owned by Deciem but has now been discontinued, had one of my favourite eye serums, which is their Sub-Q Eye. That has some peptides in there alongside some other wonderful ingredients. So I kind of hope with this multi-peptide eye serum that they kind of just take the Sub-Q Eyes from Hylamide and kind of carry it across, repackage it as the Ordinary, and that's all you really need. And I think that would be a wonderful addition to the skincare routine. I'm going to keep an open mind to this because the Ordinary do peptides really well, but they already have a multi-peptide serum for the rest of the face, and so I'm going to look and think, is this one for the eye actually offering anything above and beyond what you could just get from using the traditional multi-peptide serum for the face, but taking it up under the eye? Do we need a separate step? I'm not sure, so I'll have a look. I'll let you know as soon as I have any information when it comes to the ingredients, and we'll work out whether this is a welcome addition to our skincare routine or more of a cash grab. Now, finally, let's talk about that aloe vera serum. Now, this really surprised me because most brands are going absolutely mad for Centella Asiatica. This is like the hottest, most viral skincare ingredient of the moment, and I think it's kind of nudged out aloe vera, which delivers very similar outcomes in the skin. Both Centella and aloe are calming and soothing. They both have moisturizing properties. I think personally, I tend to prefer Centella Asiatica. I think it's got some additional benefits beyond what you can get from aloe. But aloe vera has been used for centuries and has been proven to be really beneficial for the skin. So I think it's nice to offer something slightly different to the market. Yes, you can get an awful lot of aloe vera creams and gels, but having something in a serum that I'm imagining will harness some of the core compounds within the aloe to kind of dial up the benefits could be a really, really good thing to see. So this one I'm kind of excited about, but also I find it a bit bizarre that they've gone down this route. I'll definitely let you know as soon as I have more information on that, the formulation, the price point, but if it's relatively affordable and delivers that aloe vera fix in what is quite a lightweight serum, I will definitely be trying it and slotting it into my skincare routine. You kind of need to take all of this with a pinch of salt because don't forget, whilst it's come from a reputable source, ex-employees of Deciem that should kind of know what's going on in the pipeline, nothing's confirmed until it's confirmed, if that makes sense. We definitely know we're getting the new cleanser in early January or February, and I cannot wait to bring you like a look and a first review of that one when it's ordered. But beyond that, things are always subject to change. I just thought this was a really great opportunity to share with you some of the gossip that's in the background when it comes to future product launches from The Ordinary and what, as consumers, we can kind of look forward to. I would love to know your thoughts, feelings, and opinions on anything mentioned in today's video, so sound off in the comments section below. Are you disappointed to see The Ordinary colours, their foundations, their concealers disappear? Are you worried about the potential for future price increases? Or are you actually quite happy that maybe there could be price increases and decreases to kind of just reset based on the cost of the individual formulations? I want to hear about everything from you guys, so leave me a comment. Wherever you are in the world, guys, stay safe, stay well, and love your skin. Take care. Bye!